So we appreciate everybody joining us as we got a late start having to set up here as Haskins was hit by a pitch and then comes around on the sac fly by Cameron Farrell. As that will bring up Daniel batting in the third spot.
We have Leila Bird is pitching again for Unicoi, same lady that pitched yesterday.
So hopefully now we got things set up. Bird is set. Daniel in the box, and here's the pitch. Swung on, and that is crushed to center. It is gone. A home run, or it could be a ground rule double. Hold everything. Now the umpire's going to wave her on. Yes, sir. Daniel goes deep. It's 2-0, purple and gold. So we are over at Starplex where they have the temporary fencing, and I had to wait to see. And the poor young lady from center field, she actually went into the netting, and I believe that she is okay. That would be the center fielder, Aaliyah Engel.
Fair to say that Gracie picked up where she left off yesterday.
So we apologize if we're a little rattled. They did not have a setup until this thing was literally about to get started. So we're going to try to settle in here as our score is 2-0. As I will work during the break to try to get the scoreboard going. So don't adjust your sets as you're seeing the Vi-Queen softball. It says we're live. So I have a few folks saying that we're not on, but according to my sources, we are good. So 2-0 is our score as Maddie Maxey is in the box. And again, do not adjust your screens. I've just got a photo holding the spot as, again, we were shifted off to the left side here and set up literally 10 minutes before this one got underway. As a big cut there by Maddie Maxey, swing and a miss. It makes the count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We'll probably just keep the scoreboard and just let you know what's going on throughout the game instead of changing it online. I'll be sure to make sure that we let you know the score frequently.
The pitch from Bird, and that one misses high and away. So 3 balls, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
The middle ball on the scoreboard is real light, so it's hard to see.
And I am depending on them as we were in a fury here to try to get this up and going. So again, 2-0 the score. Maxey offers it that one, pops it up into the infield. Tony should be under it, and she has it for out number 2. So while I was dealing with the technical stuff, I am extremely glad that you're keeping your book here.
I'm trying.
So that will bring up Haley Webb. As there are no runners aboard, 2 outs as Community was able to strike first. The pitch from Bird swung on. Webb, did she drop it in there? No, she does not, as the catch is made at second base. And I believe that is Baxter out there today. So we'll take a quick break. We've played half an inning. Community strikes first. They lead it 2-0. You're listening to the Ball Network. So we'd like to welcome everyone back into Murfreesboro, Tennessee, where today's contest is Unicoi County taking on Community. This is the 2026 TSSAA Class 2A Girls Softball State Championship. As Unicoi County has already played today, they were successful and knocked out Adamsville, and now they are literally playing for their lives as we are getting ready for the Lady Devils to go to bat, and they automatically, very smart move by Coach Hensley. She leads off with Bird. They're going to give her the automatic walk, and Gill will be the one to be the courtesy runner for the pitcher. So again, the score, Community leads it 2-0. As I'm going to have to bail out early on this broadcast due to having to go to Vanderbilt in Nashville. So I will turn things over at some point to Sean. So we're going to simplify the technical part of this. So he will provide you with stats and score. We're just going to leave the screen at Vi Queens. We're not going to run any commercials, nothing fancy today. We're just covering the kids because we're here for Community, and this is what we do. This is what we love. The pitch coming home, and Woodward is in there and has a favorable count, 2 balls, 1 strike.
Went with a change up there and kind of got stuck with it.
The 2-1 from Prince. Pops up the bunt. It can't be caught. Throw to first is in time. The runner had to hesitate and then makes her way down to second. So that was good base running by Gill. It possibly would have been caught in the air by Prince. So Gill waited, checked, and then made her way down to second. Excellent run by, I believe, the sophomore. I could be wrong on that. I may have it wrong in my notes. If I do, I apologize.
We could have got her at second.
Gill
We
is
just
a
got
freshman.
Sure out at first, which that's fine.
So indeed, it is a fielder's choice for Woodward, as Gill has made her way down to second, and that will bring up Aaliyah Engel, the lefty center fielder. And that one is in there for a strike. So Prince ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first, the Community Vi Queens have been the visitor in all 3 contests that they have played. The pitch from Prince, swing and a miss, struck her out. So 2 down quickly here in the bottom of the first, as that will bring up Carly Baxter.
I'm fine with being the visitor. Just keep having the same result.
Exactly. Keep the mojo rolling as Baxter in the box, runner at second, as that one is fouled off and she finds herself in the hole. No balls, 1 strike. Appreciate the ones that are listening from Irwin, Tennessee. We had several that listened the other day. Appreciate the kind things that they had to say. And if you're listening again today, we do appreciate it, as that ball misses. So it evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Community struck early, a 2-0 lead. As the changeup comes across, and it was just short.
Just a little bit down. It didn't get there.
So 2 balls, 1 strike, as Baxter will get back in the box. The second baseman ready and takes that one inside. So a favorable count for Carly Baxter. 3 balls, 1 strike, as they have a runner standing at second. The pitch, and that does paint the inside corner. So that will be 3 balls, 2 strikes, as Prince has battled this one to a full count. The payoff pitch, popped it up over to Yos at first, and the grab is made. So they strand 1. We go to the second. It's 2-0 Purple and Gold.
So we head to the top of the second here. Annie Prince will be up with Kalani Allen on deck, and Atlanta Tate will be in the hole. Queens lead 2-0.
So Prince indeed will be the one in the box as Bird looks over to the dugout. She's got the sign. And now she's going to take a glance down at the wristband. She's ready. And the pitch. And that one misses high and away. Prince ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. So again, a stripped down version of the broadcast today as we're going to try to keep this extremely simple.
Because I am simple. So we just want to make sure you get.
As that one hits Prince, she'll make her way down to first. And that is what got the first inning started as Haskins, the leadoff batter, was hit by a pitch and then was able to come around and score. So
I believe we might have a courtesy runner here for Prince.
I would say so. Normally we would anyways, but especially in this situation, as that will be number 22. And that is Wells, I do believe. So indeed, Victoria Wells, the junior. Just wanted to glance down to double check that. So now Allen in the box. Again, 2-0 the score. The pitch from Bird, and that one is in there for strike one. As Bird was extremely successful the other day, really just left one pitch over the plate, and that was the difference in the first contest between these two teams, as that one is inside and low, so it'll even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
She had 13 strikeouts yesterday. Now, you do have to keep in mind they have already played one game this morning and to win to get over here.
That is true. Big swing and a miss. Wells is going to go. The throw down. Got her. So Wells trying to swipe the bag, tagged out. In my opinion, though, the umpire already had his mind made up. He had his arm back. He was ready to ring her up. But the throw beat her there, and we know as former umpires that if the ball gets there first, you're normally going to be out.
That is correct.
So that one goes high and away. So Allen ahead in the count, 2 balls. And, or excuse me, yeah, I believe it's,
2 balls
is it
2-2?
2-2?
I think so.
As that one comes across low. So now we will go to full count. So no runners aboard as Wells was out going to second. Allen back in the box. And the payoff pitch from Bird. Swung on, right back to her, goes off the glove. And it's going to go over to Baxter to the throw, not in time. And there's not a lot you could have done there, as that one simply just went off the glove. And then Baxter came over to make the play and just did not have time. So Allen aboard, I would list that as a single, as that will make the way for the senior Alana Tate. So Tate in the box and more on the deck, as that one is low and inside.
Wouldn't expect a steal here. Allen, very athletic, but probably not the quickest kid compared to some of the other kids that we have on the team.
Swung on, that is fouled out of play. Just wanted to wait there to verify that, as it was going to go down the first base line. Peterson was ready, just could not make a play on it. So again, Tate back in the box. Allen standing at first. The pitch, and she tried to square around a bunt, and that actually caught some of the bat, as that is going to be a foul ball. So,
I'd like to see Alana stay in there, and because it looks like she's trying to drag it. Just stay in there and get it down if that's what you're trying to do. I don't think she was bunting for a hit.
And the 1-2 swung on, popped it straight up, and it's going to go out of play. I hope it's going behind us.
We do have the luxury of a cover here, but we're not completely covered. And Lord knows I don't need to get hit in the head because I ain't got much going on up there anyway, but you do the best you can with what you have.
There you go. So again, a runner at first. Tate set, and again, fouls another one off. So again, we appreciate everyone that is tuning in. Again, this is the Ball Network, the official home of community sports. As Tate back in the box, and the pitch from Bird And that one must have missed outside.
Maybe a little bit up as well, but definitely not a bad pitch.
So again, Allen over at first. 2-0 the score. Community struck back in the first. As Bird throws that to the backstop, Allen's going to make her way down to second, standing up. So that will make the count go to full. So Allen over at second. The score 2-0. Community leads it. The pitch from Bird. And that one, actually, it was a swing that Tate was trying to hold up, and it went off the barrel. So we'll come back. We'll do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the second. As Bird is set and the fires home, swing and a miss. So Tate goes down swinging. So now 2 down here in the top of the second as Wells standing over at second base, and that will bring up the freshman, Hayden Moore. So Moore, the lefty, takes strike 1. So Bird is sort of settling in now. She's set, fires home, and Moore with a cut. Fouls that one back. She's quickly in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes.
Definitely not early on, not as good as she was yesterday. She was pretty overpowering early on yesterday.
The 1-2, and that's in there, frozen for strike number 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the second. Community still leads it 2-0. Do keep in mind that Unicoi County has already had to play a game today to starve off elimination or stave off elimination, either way you want to say it. So it'll be interesting to see Bird along with the rest how much fuel is left in the tank. So again, we're about to go to the bottom of the second. Community leads it 2-0. You're listening to Community Softball on the Ball Network. So we'd like to welcome everyone back into the 2026 TSSAA Class 2A Girls Softball State Championship game as Community comes into the contest with no blemishes. Meanwhile, Unicoi County has a record of 2-1, so they cannot afford to drop this one. If the Lady Devils do prevail, we will have a winner-take-all game for a spot on Saturday in the state championship. I believe that game would have to be played tomorrow because Unicoi County would not be allowed to play 3 games in a day, or at least I don't believe they would allow that. I'd be asking a lot of the young ladies, and I think that would be a grave disadvantage.
Right now, they have it scheduled for 10 a.m. tomorrow, but that could change.
As Linkus is in the box, and while I was trying to rattle all that off, she has a 1-2 count from Prince. So Linkus back in the box. Prince is set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ring her up. Set her down. So out number 1 here in the bottom of the second, as that will bring up Kendall Engel, and Kaylee Tony will be the young lady on deck. So 1 down here in the bottom of the second. As did she offer? Yes, sir. So Engel didn't like the pitch, tried to hold up, and could not. So she's back in the box, facing the 0-1. Prince is set, fires home. And that one in there for a strike as Engel took that one looking. So quickly behind, no balls, 2 strikes to Kendall Engel. So the shortstop, swing and a miss, struck her out. So 2 strikeout victims here in the second, as Tony will make her way up to the box. had some excellent defensive plays in the first meeting between these two. Tony made a absolute snag at third. So we know what she can do with the glove. Let's see what she does with the bat as she has a mighty cut on the first swing and finds herself in the hole 0-1. So Prince, not wasting any time at all, fires home. And that one misses the mark high and away, evens the count. So again, our score, if you're just tuning in, 2-0 as Community leads it. Prince fires home. That one again is off to the side, high and away. So Haskins was hit by a pitch, and then as Prince will bring this one home, the changeup, and a good job there by Tony just to get a piece of it. As I was trying to get the broadcast up and going. So again, in the first, Haskins was hit by a pitch, and then did she steal second?
Well, the courtesy runner stole second.
Now, back in the first one, Haskins was aboard and hit by a pitch. I didn't know if you could recap the scoring of how we got the two runs.
We had a hit by pitch, and then we had two wild pitches that got the runner to third, and Farrell had the sacrifice fly to the left to score the courtesy runner.
As Tony goes down swinging.
Excuse me, that is wrong. Haskins got hit by the pitch, and she scored on the sacrifice fly by Farrell, and then the home run by Daniel made it 2-0.
Exactly. So that recaps it for you. Again, we had an extremely late start. We had about 10 minutes to set up all this and get going, but we go to the top of the third. Community leads it 2-0. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. So we would like to welcome everyone back in top of the third as Unicoi County fighting for their lives against the Community Vi Queens. We appreciate you tuning in. We're here live from Murfreesboro as that first pitch from Bird is in there for a strike as we are back to the top of the order for the Vi Queens as it is Anna Haskins. So Haskins in the box and fouls that one off, so she's quickly in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes.
And I got things started on the hit by pitch. It's moved over by a couple of wild pitches, or a stolen base and a wild pitch. Then we had the sacrifice fly to make it 1-0 in the first.
As Bird is set the 0-2, and that's in there for strike 3 as Haskins takes it looking. Excellent pitch by Bird. I don't know if Haskins was expecting something off speed. Bird came with a fastball and simply just blew it past her.
It happens sometimes. You're obviously in your mind are thinking what's going to be coming and trying to prepare yourself for it and have to react to it, but it happens. I'll take her on my team any day.
Indeed. She is indeed a winner. Fine basketball player, great softball player, and she will be taking her talents over to Swanee. As that one is in there against Farrell for strike 1. So mentioned it in the last inning, Bird is really settling in now as she's ahead in the count, no balls, 1 strike. Takes a quick glance down at the wristband, fires home, and that one fouled off by Cameron Farrell. So she's quickly in the hole 0-2. Bird with a favorable count with 1 out here in the third. It is 2-0. Community leads it. Again, we appreciate you joining us. The Ball Network. I'm David Knowles alongside with Sean DeJan Felice. As that pitch from Bird will come across the plate, and Farrell cannot pull the trigger. So 2 strikeout victims here in the third for Leela Bird.
Like you said, David, she is starting to settle in. It's good that we got the 2 runs early. Hopefully that'll be enough. But we do have the Bird killer coming up here.
So, indeed, Gracie Daniel has been the one that the one Viquent, and I shouldn't say just the one. We've had success, but she has really had the timing down of Leela Bird. 2 home runs now against Miss Bird, as that one is going to come home, and that one is in there for a strike, so that'll even the count. 1-1, 2 outs here in the top of the third. As Bird is set, Daniel in the box. The pitch swung on, and she got up underneath this one. It should be in play for the shortstop. Well, it's actually going to drift off foul, but she still makes the catch. So a successful catch by the shortstop, that being Kendall Engel. So while we have a moment here as we are about to go to the bottom of the third, it is 2-0. Community leads it. I just want to say that I appreciate everyone that is tuned in throughout the season for football, men and women's basketball, the baseball games, the softball games. I am going to have to leave this broadcast. I have got to take my better half to an appointment at Vanderbilt in Nashville that we have had scheduled for months now. I cannot miss it. These broadcasts would not be possible without her, and we cannot miss this appointment. So I appreciate everybody listening in. I'm going to quit being sappy. I will say this. I went to Lynchburg, went to Moore County High School. I have no affiliation whatsoever with community, but I was born in Bedford County, and I may be a Raider from Lynchburg, but I was baptized this year in the purple and gold. So I'm going to give it over to Sean. He's going to take you home the rest of the way. Enjoy this one. It's a dandy. Unicoi County versus community. Go win it, ladies.
Thank you, David. And prayers for you and your family as you go to Nashville this afternoon. And we're not done. There are things that are more important than softball, and he's definitely got his priorities straight. And I'm thankful for the opportunity to be here as Prince throws a first pitch strike to Peterson. A foul ball on pitch 2 to make it 0-2 as we go to the bottom of the third. Prince gets the look in the pitch, goes with a changeup that comes in high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Foul ball by Peterson to hang in with the ball and 2 strike count.
You want to stay live? You don't have to touch your phone. At the very end, just click on end stream and then press OK.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. Good luck. Sorry about that as we were away. Prince gets her 5th strikeout of the game for the first out of the inning. So 1 out. Bottom of the third, Brooklyn Sparks. The DP comes to the plate. A swing and a miss on the first pitch. And he appears to be locked in today, which is good news for the Viqueen faithful. Second pitch is in for a ball, barely inside. We'll have a 1-1 count. Pitch comes in, foul ball behind home plate. We do have netting up, so there's not going to be a whole lot of foul balls caught behind home plate. Prince comes with the pitch, comes with a changeup, low. Makes the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 Sparks. Gets the sign. Comes with a pitch, fouled back. And we'll stay with a 2-2 count with 1 out. Gets the sign and the pitch. Another foul ball back. Sparks doing a good job battling here. Prince, as you know, is a Chattanooga State commit. Pitch comes in for a ball, low, 3 balls and 2 strikes. She gets the sign, and here comes the full count pitch. Fly ball hit to left field, and it is caught at the wall by Haskins. Haskins just saved the home run. This is the one spot of the field I cannot see very well, but she went up against the fence and made the catch to save the run. And we have 2 outs. Gets us back to the top of the lineup to Leila Bird. And as we have done yesterday and we started today, we have intentionally walked her with 2 outs and a runner on first. Brings up Kiana Woodward. Prince comes with a changeup for a ball high, 1-0 count. Runner on first with the Vikings leading 2-0 in the bottom of the third. A swing and a miss by Woodward makes it 1-1. Prince comes with a changeup that's fouled off to make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. She gets the sign, and the pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the third. No runs on no hits. We go to the 4th inning. Community leads 2-0. We're going to stay here during our breaks because I am, to be quite honest with you, not the most technological inclined individual when it comes to this stuff. So I want to make sure we stay on there. So the best way to do that is to not touch any buttons until the game is over. So going to the top of the 4th, we'll start off with Maxie, Haley Webb, and Prince will come up. If things continue to go the way that they're currently going, we will be playing, it says Saturday, but I would not be surprised if Marion County was to beat Summertown, and that game is going on right now. That might make it where that game is moved up to tomorrow. We'll know more information about that as the day goes on, and we'll let you know as we get more information on the Ball Network, or you can check it out on my Facebook page. We go to the top of the 4th with Maxie stepping in. Bird's pitch is a strike inside corner. Brings up a 0-1 count. Bird's pitch is a ball outside to make it 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a foul ball straight back to make it a 1-2 count. Like I said earlier, Bird is kind of settling in. She's hit a couple batters early on, which helped us get on the board. And the pitch is swung on and missed by Maxie for the first out of the inning. Brings up second baseman Haley Webb. Webb popped up to the second baseman, her first at bat. Bird's pitch is popped up again to the third baseman, Tony, for the catch to make it 2 outs. With 2 outs, that'll bring up Annie Prince, who was hit by her pitch in the first at bat. Birds throws. Prince swings and misses for a no ball, 1 strike count. Vikings lead 2-0 here in the 4th. Birds pitch. Another swing and miss by Prince. Makes the count 0-2 with 2 outs here. 0-2 pitch is a ball up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Prince. Bird gets her sign. And the pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 3. No runs, no hits, 2 strikeouts for Bird in the top of the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th with Community holding on to a 2-0 lead. We appreciate everybody listening in, whether you be in Bedford County, no matter where you are. We appreciate having you on. I started doing this some here at the beginning of midway through the baseball season. We did a baseball game, and then we've started doing softball games, and it's been a lot of fun, more fun than I ever thought it could be, and very hopeful for the end of this season ending and something that we've never seen before in Unionville, with it being a state championship. This lady's very capable, had an unbelievable season, and has been off to a great start here in the state tournament. We go to the bottom of the 4th with catcher Kiana Woodward coming up. She had a sacrifice bunt in the first inning. Prince gets her sign and the pitch. A swing and a miss by Woodward for no ball, 1 strike count. Prince gets her sign. Ball inside and up a little to make it 1-1. Pitch comes in, caught a ball, maybe a little bit high. Pretty good pitch. Borderline at the worst case. With 2 balls and 1 strike, Prince comes in with a fastball strike, swing and miss to make it 2-2. A rise ball by Prince has a swing and a miss for another strikeout for Prince. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th with the Vikings leading 2-0. Brings Aliyah Engel, center fielder, to the plate. Struck out in the first inning. The first pitch comes in low for a ball. Engel hits a little bloop over the third baseman's head for a single. Tough play. Daniel had a beat on it and was just unable to get there at the last minute. The runner would have probably been safe anyway because it was hit so softly. Had good speed going down the baseline, so they have a runner on first with 1 out. And Carly Baxter coming to the plate. First pitch comes in for a ball to make it 1-0. Pitch to Baxter. Fastball strike to make it 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Prince gets her sign, brings a pitch, comes in as a rise ball high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Fastball comes in for a strike, swing and miss to make it 2 balls and 2 strikes to Baxter, with Engel on first base and 1 out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Baxter steps in, and Prince's pitch is a swing and a miss for a strikeout. Gives us 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th, both on strikeouts by Prince. That brings up Emmy Linkers, left fielder, who struck out her first plate appearance in the 2nd inning. First pitch comes in, swing and a miss by Linkers. No balls, 1 strike, with Engel at first. Pitch comes in low for a ball to make it 1-1. Rise ball gets away from Prince. Pass ball. The runner will move up to second. 2 balls and 1 strike. Linkers steps back in. Takes a little something off, maybe a change up for a ball to make it 3 balls and 1 strike to Linkers with the 2 outs and a runner on second. Prince deals. Comes with a fastball. A swing and miss by Linkers to make it full count 3-2 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch is a strike 3 call. Linkers goes down looking, and Prince strikes out the side here in the bottom of the 4th to make the score Community 2, Unicoi County 0, going to the top of the 5th. That makes 9 strikeouts through 4 innings for Prince, so she's definitely been dealing today. I think she had 9 yesterday. That's correct. She had 9 strikeouts yesterday's game to Unicoi, so she's obviously well above pace from yesterday on strikeouts. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Kayani Allen, right fielder, will be coming up. She had an infield single back in the 2nd inning. She'll be followed by Alana Tate and Hayden Moore. First pitch by Bird is in high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Allen. Bird comes with the pitch. Another ball high to make the count 2-0. Two-0 count. Swing and miss on a fastball by Allen makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Here in the top of the 5th inning with the Vikings leading 2-0. Ground ball to short to Engel. Engel throws across to first to Peterson for the first out in the 5th. Brings up center fielder Alana Tate. Tate was a strikeout victim in the 2nd inning. If she gets a bat on it, her speed usually gets her on if she gets on the ground. Bird's pitch comes for a strike on the outside corner to make it no balls and 1 strike with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Bird comes with the pitch. Ground ball again to shortstop. Tate gets down the line. Makes it close. but out by about a step and a half for the second out of the inning. And it brings up our flats, Hayden Moore, number 99, a strikeout victim again in the second inning. First pitch down and away to Moore. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Bird gets her sign and comes with a pitch. Fouled off.
They moved this all up here to yeah, we supposed to be on
1-1 count here. Bird gets her sign. Check swing. She went. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Moore. And a ground ball in between first and second for a base hit to right field by Moore. Gets us back to the top of the lineup to Anna Haskins, who was hit by a pitch in the first inning and went on to score. And she struck out in the third inning. First pitch comes in for a ball out of way with Moore on first with good speed. Bird gets her sign in the pitch. Again, comes low with a ball to make it 2 balls and no strikes. Would not be surprised to see Moore moving here. A good 2-0 count hitter's pitch. Bird comes with a pitch, strike on the outside corner to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Bird gets her sign in the pitch. Slap to third. We have a collision at first base. She ran into the first baseman running through the bag. We do have time called. The umpires are going to get together and see if it was obstruction for being out of the runner's lane. They're getting together and discussing it now. I don't think it was obviously not intentional. She's getting down the line. You see this happen a lot of times. We still don't have the double bases here in high school softball in Tennessee. The umpires have called her out for being out of the runner's lane. And to be honest with you, I don't know that it's the wrong call. I just don't think it's been explained very well. And that will be the third out of the inning. So we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Community leading 2-0. That's really and I've been an umpire and I've coached as well. That's a very difficult call to make. I do think it was the right call in this situation because she has to have 1 foot. Obviously, her inside foot has to touch the base, but she looked to have, and I'm looking right down the first baseline. She was both feet inside, so I can see the call. Most would not agree with it, but I see the call, I understand the call, and I really think the call was probably right, even though it went against the Vikings. Coming up for Unicoi County in the bottom of the 5th will be Kenda Engel, Kaylee Toney, and Abigail Peterson. Engel was a strikeout victim back in the second inning. She steps in Prince gets her sign. Pops up. Foul over on the third base side to make it no balls and 1 strike. Swing on and a miss for strike 2 on a high, probably rise ball there to make it no balls and 2 strikes. Pitch comes in up and away from Prince to make it 1 ball and 2 strikes. Get your sign and comes with the pitch. Popped up again over the third base dugout out of play. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. I believe is what they have on the scoreboard. Prince gets her sign, comes with a rise ball. Up and away. Brings up a full count here in the bottom of the fifth, with the Vikings leading 2-0. She comes with her pitch on the full count. Rise ball. Excuse me, that was a ball, but that is, I was thinking that it was only 2-2. The board was wrong. So now we have a full count. Pitch by Prince. Comes with another fastball, fouled off. And that will be ball 4. That was actually Tony at bat. We'll bring up Abigail Peterson. Struck out in the 3rd inning, so we have a run on first but nobody out for Peterson. First pitch comes in, swung on and missed by Peterson. Prince gets her sign. Ball just barely high for a 1-1 count with a runner on first. Really important here to get the bottom 3 hitters as we'll get back to the top with Bird. And we have not wanted to pitch to her in this tournament. Pitch comes in for a strike to make it 1-2 to Peterson. Prince delivers, swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. Brings up the 9-hole hitter, Brooklyn Sparks. Her last at bat, she hit a shot out to left that Haskins was able to bring in at the fence to save a run. First pitch comes in, fouled off to Sparks. No balls and 1 strike count, with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th, with the Vikings leading 2-0. Prince delivers. Rise ball for strike 2, swinging. No balls and 2 strikes to Sparks. She gets her sign and comes. Comes with a changeup. It falls off for a ball. Nice pitch on an 0-2 count. Makes it 1-2. Prince delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 call on the swing. Gives us 2 outs. And brings up Bird, excuse me. We have not put her on yet. We have just put her on again. So that gives runners at first, at second now. So 2 outs. Runners on first and second. First pitch comes in for a strike to Woodward, excuse me. 2 outs. Pitch comes for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 5th. Prince delivers, swing and a miss. Comes back after the walk and intentional base on balls and strikes out the next 3 batters, I guess not the next 3 batters, but after the walk to Bird, but strikes out the side to make it 2-0 going to the top of the 6th. Prince is working on, she has 12 Ks through 5 innings today. Had 9 yesterday against this same Unicoi County team. The key there is you get Bird out, and you could actually make it, if things go well, you can make it through the lineup without having to face her again in the game if you have the hitters come down in order or don't let more than 2 base runners on, which I'm sure that's what community head coach Cam Farrell is thinking. As we go to the top of the 6th here, Coach Farrell's daughter, Cameron, comes up. Cameron had a sacrifice fly in the first inning to score Haskins to make it 1-0 before Gracie Daniels' solo home run that made it 2-0. First pitch in for a ball. Second pitch outside for ball 2. Cameron swings at the 2-0 pitch. Goes up against the fence, down the third base left field line for a foul ball. Great effort by Linkus and Tony for Unicoi. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bird comes with a pitch for a strike on the outside corner to make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball comes in low to make it a full count for Farrell. Bird gets her sign and the pitch. Strike 3 call on the outside corner for the first out of the inning. Brings up Gracie Daniel. Had the home run in the first inning and popped up to third base in the 3rd inning. First pitch comes in low for a ball. Be nice to get some insurance here in the 6th. Another pop up over to first base to Peterson. Peterson has it for the 2nd out of the inning. Bring up Maddie Maxey, our catcher. Popped up to third base in the 1st inning and struck out in the 4th inning. She is due and very capable. Takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Bird has really settled in here quite well after the 1st inning, got her control issues where they need to be, and kept her team right here in the game. Maxey takes the 2nd pitch for a foul ball over onto the other field to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. With Community leading 2-0 here in the top of the 6th. Bird's pitch popped up behind third base to Tony. Tony has it to end the top half of the sixth. No runs on no hits. We go to the bottom of the sixth with the Vikings leading 2-0. Yesterday, Bird had, I think, 13 strikeouts. And, we've made contact better today with her. Today we have 7 strikeouts through 6 innings, so we've seen the ball better. We've popped up some pitches, and, she may be a little bit tired, but these kids pitch 2 or 3 games in the summer on the weekends. And this will be her second game of the day. But, it's maybe a little bit humid out here. We got a nice breeze, overcast, so I don't think she's by no means laboring. Leah Engel, center fielder for Unicoi County, will lead off the bottom of the sixth, with the Vikings leading 2-0. The win will put them in the state championship game on Friday or Saturday. Right now it is scheduled for Saturday. That could change based on weather and other factors that we do not have the answers to at this time. Prince gets a foul ball behind home plate, and we have a 1-1 count. Prince gets her sign. Engel tries to bunt, fouls it back. 1 ball and 2 strikes here in the bottom of the sixth. Got a fly ball hit out to right field to Allen. Allen makes the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the sixth. Brings up second baseman Carly Baxter. Grounded out, or popped up to first in the first inning and struck out in the fourth inning. First pitch comes in for a ball to Baxter. Prince gets her sign. Lost the grip on it a little bit, was down. Fell out in front of home plate there a little bit to make it 2-0. She'll step back and come with a pitch here. Fouled off behind home plate, 2 balls and 1 strike. Prince gets her sign from Maxie. The pitch is fouled off over into the bleachers on the first base side to make the count 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out in the bottom of the sixth. Prince throws a changeup down, popped up over towards left field. Haskins gives it a run, and it just got there but couldn't get to it in time up against the fence. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Anything hit to left field, I don't have the angle on, so I have to wait a second to see. Another foul ball by Baxter over into above the first base dugout. Prince comes with a pitch. Another foul ball. Baxter having a terrific at bat here, making Prince work. Fouled off several pitches here. 2 balls and 2 strikes for Prince. She gets the sign and the pitch. Ground ball back to Prince. Ball goes off of Prince's glove over to Gracie Allen. Allen makes the play at first base and gets out by maybe a step. It was close. Umpire at first base makes the call out for the second out of the 6th inning. So I guess that goes down as a 1-6 to 3 ground out. Bring it up. Emmy Linkers, the left fielder. First pitch in for a strike. Second pitch in, fastball for a strike. Makes it no balls and 2 strikes. Prince delivers. Foul ball over third base on the ground. Prince gets her sign, and with 0-2 pitch, foul ball over and out of play over by the first base side. Yoes and Allen and Webb, for that matter, all over by the fence, making a great effort to make the catch. The ball is foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Pitch fouled off again. Still no balls and 2 strikes. With the Vikings leading 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs. Prince's pitch. Lined foul over to left field, out of play. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Prince gets her sign from Maxie. Comes with a changeup. Drove up the middle for a single. That is actually the second hit of the game for Unicoi County. Had a bloop over third base for 1 hit, and that was definitely the most solid hit they've had today. Brings up Kendall Engel, the shortstop. First pitch is in, swung and miss. No balls and 1 strike with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Lincoln's at first base. Pitch comes in high for a ball to make it 1-1. Prince gets the sign and the pitch. A swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off on a 1-2 count behind the catcher. Engel has struck out twice on the day. I'm all for a third one here. Fouled off again behind the plate. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Prince is battling here. She gets the sign and the pitch. Fouled off once again. Unicoi County has proven to be a very tough out at the plate. Although they do have 12 Ks in the game, they have really had some great at-bats here. Prince comes with a changeup that's just low to make it 2 ball and 2 strikes. She gets her sign and comes with the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. No runs on 1 hit, 1 strikeout. We go to the top of the 7th, and the Vikings will be leading 2-0. We'll stay here with you in between innings. For those of you just getting on, Community scored both of their runs in the first inning. Anna Haskins was hit by a pitch, stole second, and was, I think, pass ball, took her to third with Farrell hit a fly ball to left field. Haskins was able to tag up on. Gracie Daniel comes up and hits her second home run and consecutive at bats against Bird to make it 2-0, and that's where we stand going to the top of the 7th. Haley Webb steps in, pops one up, foul and out of play over behind first base. Webb has popped up to second and popped up to third in her 2 previous at bats today. Webb hits a line drive to right center field for a base hit. Coach Farrell is going to pinch hit here for Prince. We'll have number 8, Aliana Leverett. Hope I said that right. Lefty coming in to pitch hit for Prince with Webb on first and nobody out. Shows bunt, pulls back on pitch 1 for a ball. Bird comes with a high fastball for ball 2. Check swing, strike to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Scoreboard has it as 3-0, but I do think that the umpire called it a strike. Ball fouled off on a square around for a bunt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That is correct. Umpire just gave us the count. Bird with the pitch. Check swing, holds on to make it a full count at 3-2. Got a swing and a miss. Runner moves up on a pass ball. She'll be at second base. Webb moves up to second base. The batter will be out because first base was occupied at the time of the pitch with less than 2 outs. So we'll have 1 out with a runner on second. With Kalani Allen stepping in and an infield single in the second, grounded out to short her last at bat. First pitch by Bird is low for a ball. Be nice to get an insurance run here. Bird brings the pitch. Misses just inside for ball 2. For those of you who have not seen Allen, she is a nice-looking athlete, strong, very capable. I've seen her hit several home runs this year. Takes a nice cut at a low fastball or drop ball to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Here with 1 out in the top of the 7th. With a runner on second. Ben Webb. Fastball outside corner for strike 2. Makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball in between short and third for the base hit. Webb will stop at third. And we'll have runners at first and third with 1 out. Ball is popped up and caught by the catcher, with Allen being doubled off at first base for the 3rd out of the inning. That happened so quick that I had to take a breath there and try to figure out what was going on, but that ends the inning. So Tate pops up to the catcher, and Allen gets doubled off at first base to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th with the Vikings leading 2-0. If that is it for Unicoi with Bird pitching, she had 8 strikeouts through 7 innings compared to yesterday having 13. So the Vikings did a much better job today with contact. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, 7-hitter Kaylee Toney, the third baseman, will come up. Struck out her first time at bat, walked her second time. First pitch is fouled off. No balls and 1 strike. Prince gets her sign. Ball just misses up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Prince comes with a rise ball that misses up to make the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Here in the bottom of the 7th with the Vikings leading 2-0. Comes with a changeup that goes high for a 3 ball and 1 strike count. Prince gets her sign from Maxey, fouled off behind the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Prince brings the pitch, swung on again and fouled off. Full count pitch from Prince. And it misses up for ball 4. We'll have a runner on first with nobody out. Brings up Abigail Peterson, the first baseman. Strikeout victim in both plate appearances. First pitch comes in for a ball. Outside. Prince gets her sign. Comes in high for ball 2. Steps back, gets her a breath, and with a 2-0 pitch coming. Prince brings the pitch, comes with a fastball and a swing and a miss by Peterson. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ball up and away for ball 3. Prince brings the pitch, fouled back. Three balls and 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 7th with a runner on first and nobody out. Prince brings the pitch. Fastball fouled off. Prince gets her sign from Maxey and the pitch. Fouled off again. Getting some new softballs here. Still full count with nobody out. Prince's pitch. And she has walked. Peterson. Back-to-back walks in the bottom of the 7th will bring up Brooklyn Sparks, the designated player. Community head coach Cam Farrell goes out to meet with the infielders and with Prince. Very short meeting. Getting our runners back in position. We got one runners on first and second with the 9-hitter Sparks up, nobody out. I don't know where that pitch missed at, but called a ball. 1-0. Second pitch comes in for a strike. Looked like it was probably about the same spot the first one was. We'll take it. Prince's pitch for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes with a runner on first and second and nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Prince's pitch. Fly ball to center field. Caught by center fielder Alana Tate. She had to come a long way to catch that and did not have to extend out. Gets us back to the top of the lineup, and has been the case. Bird, her 4th intentional walk today and her 8th of the tournament. That will load the bases up for catcher Kiana Woodward with 1 out and bases loaded here in the bottom of the 7th. High drama. Woodward steps in. Prince gets her pitch. A swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike here with 1 out. Pitch, swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes to Woodward here with 1 out in the 7th. Key situation here. Prince the pitch. Woodward fouls it off behind the plate. Both of these games with Unicoi County have been just excellent games. Wouldn't expect any different here. Prince gets her sign in the pitch. Strike 3 on a swing. So 2 out, bases loaded. Bottom of the 7th, Vikings lead 2-0. Aaliyah Engel, center fielder comes up. Strikeout, pop up to third, pop up to right field. First pitch, a swing and a miss. For strike 1. Prince gets her sign from Matsy. And the pitch, a swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Engel steps in. Prince ready to go. Gets a sign in the pitch. Strike 3! And that'll be the ball game. And ladies and gentlemen, the Community Vikings, Unionville, Tennessee, will play for a state championship on Friday or Saturday. That will be determined. It will be the first state championship appearance in school history. Community High School opened in 1925, from my recollection. Could be wrong about that, but somewhere in that neighborhood. However the case, it will be the first state championship appearance for the Vikings. What a game. Your final score, Community 2, Unicoi County nothing. And Annie Prince strikes out the last 2 batters of the game to have 15 strikeouts for the game. She made it very interesting with 2 walks. And then we intentionally walked Bird for the 8th time in 2 days. But it all works out. And the Vikings will continue their quest for gold. We are guaranteed silver, but gold is what we come looking for and what we'll be going to get either Friday and Saturday. Thank you for the Ball Network. Praying for David and his wife to have a good doctor's appointment today. Have him back here with us tomorrow or Saturday. I'm going to sign off here. This is Sean DeJanfelice. You can we'll give you updates on the Ball Network or on Facebook on my account at Sean DeJanfelice to give you updates when the next game will be. Right now it is scheduled for Saturday. That will be determined here maybe later today, and we'll let you know that information. So your final score from Murfreesboro, Community 2, Unicoi County nothing. And that'll be all here with the Ball Network.